Hello everyone and welcome to our very first business jet flight on the channel, where we will be taking this Embraer Phenom 300E from Santiago de Chile to Buenos Aires, George Newbery Airport, which is about 2 hours or so, which I think is just sufficient flight time to test out this new jet. So as you can see, we are at the executive terminals today, and we don't really have a lot of liveries for this aircraft yet, but today we are flying the Jet Access, the South American operator of business jets. So here it is, the FSReborn Embraer Phenom 300E, which looks very, very beautiful. So without further ado, let's hop into the cockpit and start preparing for our flight. Okay, so here we are. Aircraft is still off and everything is looking good in terms of the maintenance, so we can go ahead and start preparing the cockpit. So we're gonna switch on all the electrical loads and let's see, pumps to auto, hydraulic pumps on and open, and let's see, ADS probes on auto, ECS on both, and that should be fine. Set up the air conditioning and let's get the battery started. And there we have it. So let's connect up the ground power. So let's go. So external power is available. And let's set up the cockpit panel lighting and the cabin light as well, and the emergency exit nav light can come on, and strobe light as well, which functions like the beacon in the Embraer Phenom, so that is all good. Right, while the AORUS is initializing, let's import our SimBrief flight plan and have a look at that. Right, so Jet Access 5 Tango is our call sign today from Santiago de Chile to Buenos Aires, George Newbery Aeroparque, and cruising altitude today, flight level 410 as you can see, and block fuel for today 1,510 kilograms. Of course, the payload is quite very low today, 6 passengers, no bags or cargo, and that's going to give us a payload of 539 kilos. Then, in terms of the routing, planned departure, runway 35 left via the Albal 5 Delta departure, and then Uniform Mike 424, airway to Asada 9 Romeo, arrival into George Newbery runway 31. Okay, so I think that is quite nice. Weather report, let's see. As you can see, the weather outside here, it's not that good, but over in Buenos Aires is much better. So let's see. We don't have segments where we can just jump to a segment, so there we go. Arturo Merino Benitez Airport, winds 2903 knots, visibility 3 kilometers, broken clouds at 1000. Temperature 8, 2.7, QNH 1019, and over in George Newbery Aeroparque, winds 280 degrees, 2 knots, visibility 3000 as well, but no significant clouds. Temperature there is 15 degrees, QNH 1018. Right, let's set up our cockpit and we can start with the initialization. So let's do that. And while this is setting up, we can get our aircraft loaded already. So according to our OFP, We are planning to take off with a weight of 7,356. We have 7,145. That should be okay, I guess. So we can load real time, where we'll run out the red carpet and open the doors and the aft cargo door as well. All right. Okay, so that's done. Next we go TOS system test.
TOS system test. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Traffic system test passed.
Okay, then thrust rating, we can set the data outside air temperature is 8. We can just enter that and send the data to the FADEC and wait for that initialization. Data is accepted, so we move on to the next one. Flight plan. I don't have automatic initialization from SimBrief because I just switched it off for this flight in case you want to know how to do it. So we are coming now from SEL, which is Santiago de Chile, Arturo Merino Benitez, to Buenos Aires, George Newbery Airport, Aeroparque. There we go. And from here, we are going to, let's do that. Origin runway, we said is 35 left. And from there, we want to depart on Albal 5 Delta, which is already set up. And we can preview on the chart. But we will have a look at it a bit more in detail later. So let's see now. So we are looking at just departure on runway heading, and then we come around, make a U-turn, and then head to, let's see, to Albal above flight level 210. Okay, so load that one, and our arrival, we're going to say we're going to approach. Actually, we are going to arrive using ASADA 9 Romeo for runway 31. We can also preview that on the chart, but we will have a look at it much later. So let's see, ASADA 9 Romeo, there it comes, and then takes us all the way to El Paloma VOR, but we will have a look at that much later. So let's see, load that one, and then the route, actually we are not going to set up an en route waypoint, we are going to load an airway, uniform Mike 424, and at entry at Albal and exit, according to our flight plan, is ASADA. So let's see now, there we go, ASADA and load airway. And then we don't have any other waypoints, so we can say done. And flight plan, we can say show on the map, and we can quickly have a look at it in full screen. So we take off, make that U-turn to follow the SID Albal, and then through our airway over up to ASADA, and then we join the arrival for runway 31. Okay, looks fine to me, so we can accept that. Landing field elevation will be set up automatically based on the arrival airport. And then for the loading, we are still waiting for them to load the aircraft, so we are going to set that up later. Right, so Let's see now if we can look up the charts, not the checklist, but the, yeah, actually we can do the checklist now. We can start with these ones that we did already before the power up. So this is all already the state of the aircraft when you enter it. So not really all that much to look at. Spell sign condition is good. So power up is we switch on the batteries, GPU is there, in-flight entertainment, we can switch it on already. And while we are here, we can clean the cabin before the guests arrive. Make sure the cabin temperature is between 10 and 34 degrees. That is true before switching on the in-flight entertainment. CDR test is done. Transponder is on auto as required for now. And TCAS is good. So before start, we are going to do that one much later. Okay, so let's have a look at the charts and copy down the frequencies that we need, and then we can request for our clearance. So let's see now. Frequencies are up top there, 132.7. Yes, 1327. 1327. And then we can get delivery while we are here.
Runways 17 left, 17 right, transition level 100, bird activity in vicinity of airport, advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray. Arturo Merino Benitez Airport information X-ray 1716 Zulu, surface wind 000 degrees, 4 knots. Visibility 3000 meters, mist broken 1200 feet, temperature 08 degrees, 2.07 degrees, QNH 1019er, landing and departing runways 17 left, 17 right, transition level 100, bird activity in vicinity of airport, advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray.
Okay, information X-ray and delivery frequency is 136.7.
Surface wind 000 degrees, 4 knots. Visibility 3000 meters.
Okay, 136.7 is delivery frequency. QNH 1018 is set on both sides. This is 1018, and transition level is 100, and that is set information X-ray. Okay, and with that we are ready to start requesting for our clearance because our passengers are already boarding now. Santiago delivery, hello, Jet Access 5 Tango, information X-ray, request clearance to Buenos Aires Aeroparque.
Jet Access 5 Tango, Santiago delivery, thanks for information X-ray, clear to Jorge Newbery Aeroparque via the Albal 7 Alpha departure, runway 17 right, climb via SID to flight level 160, squawk 1732.
Jet Access 5 Tango, cleared to Aeroparque George Newbery, runway 17 right via the Albal 7 Alpha departure. Initial climb via SID to flight level 160, squawk 1732.
Jet Access 5 Tango, read back correct. Contact ground 122.5 when ready for push or start.
Jet Access 5 Tango, contact ground on 122.5 when ready for push and start. Okay, so 122.5 is set in there, and transponder we'll set it on, or we'll leave it on auto. Squawk is 1732. Enter that, and our departure initially is going to be 160. 160. There we go. Good. So we do need to make some changes to our flight plan. So runway now is going to be 17 right. So make the change here. Actually, maybe we remove the aperture. Anyway, so origin. Departure runway 17 right via the Albal 7 Alpha 17 right. Preview on the chart. Okay, so instead of the other side, it comes now to the side and going direct to Albal. Flight level, let's see. $165. Okay, so passengers are boarded and they are already unhappy, so let's give them some snacks. And yeah, okay. So that is all set up now. So we just say load and we are there. Okay, and now that the aircraft is loaded, we can actually continue finishing up our initialization now. So we go to weight and balance and aircraft loads. We just import from our SimBrief because it doesn't do that automatically. You do need to verify that these loads are actually correct. And for the fuel on board, 3345, you sync it 3345, and that is set. Taxi fuel, according to our OFP, is 73 kilos, which is, let me see here, 73 kilos is about 160, I think, pounds. Let me just confirm that. 160.9, so that is okay. Right, weather, we have the META information already. QNH now is 1019, but they didn't announce a change of information, so let's enter that. Takeoff configuration, flaps 1, no ice protection required. Takeoff configuration, we will accept the speed V1 105, V rotate 105, V2 116. And next. So that is all set up and we can accept the initialization. And with that we are pretty much set up, and now we can don't know why this is here now. Everyone was already here. Is it because I said waiting to be unloaded? Okay, it's fine. Unload instant and load instant again. No problem. Okay, so with that, I think we are pretty much ready to go. So we can close the door, close the out thing as well, and we can welcome our passengers. So before start, we can do oxygen max flow that's not simulated. We can do the test on here. So fire test.
Fire. Fire.
Smoke.
Fire.
Annunciator. That's working fine. You can see that light over there. So that is set. Fasten seatbelt sign. On. Exterior lights as required. Fuel balance. Fuel is checked. It's balanced in the tanks. Oxygen pressure. Thrust levers are in idle. And parking brake is set. Ignition switches should be in auto. And doors are closed. And with that, we can call for our start. 1225. Santiago ground, hello, jet access 5 Tango, request engine start. It's a taxi out position today. No need for pushback.
5 Tango, startup approved, call when ready for taxi.
Startup approved and call when ready for taxi, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, startup is approved, so we can start up our engine, starting with engine number 2. Okay, that engine is started. Now we can disconnect the ground power and we can remove the red carpet as well, and then we can start the engine number 1. Okay, so engines are started. We can do the after start checklist. GPU is removed. Electrical emergency button. So let's see now. Let's check battery voltage. Should be 23.5 at least. That is good. So those two are checked. Electrical emergency button push in and out. That is set. Test panel. We continue now the test stall protection.
Stall.
And ice protection. Okay.
Stall.
So those are set. Engine takeoff data is, you just have to confirm. No changes. Landing field elevation is already set, 14 feet. Takeoff speeds, they are set. There they are. And let's see now. Speed selector knob not required. We are going to go with VNAV speed today. Transponder, we are just gonna set it to on now. TCAS is all good. Altimeters are set. Flight controls. These are your ailerons and your radar. Everything is fine. Trim is, let's see, performance, takeoff data, and the trim is 8.6. Press something on there. Speed brake. Let me see now. Okay. Good. Press something by mistake on my throttle. Okay, so let's set the trim now. 8.6.
Trim.
Okay, 8.6, that is set. Flaps 1 for takeoff today. And exterior lights, we are going to taxi now. So we are going to switch them on to taxi already. That is all good. Ice protection not required. And I think that is all good. And with that, we can ask for taxi. Jet access 5 Tango, request taxi.
Jet access 5 Tango, taxi to holding point uniform, runway 17 right via India. Hotel, Papa, uniform.
Jet access 5 Tango, taxi to holding point uniform, runway 17 right via India, Hotel, Papa, uniform.
Negative. Taxi via India, Hotel, Papa, Uniform.
I think that is what I said.
Taxi to holding point uniform. Runway 17 right via India. Hotel, Papa Uniform, Jet Access 5 Tango.
Okay, so India, hotel. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So, do we still have cones? Sorry, chocks? No, we do not. So, we can simply remove the parking brake and let's start taxiing. Okay, so we make a right-hand turn on here to go into India. By the way, my setup is a stick, and this is a yoke aircraft, so it will be interesting for you to see what it is like to fly a yoke aircraft with a stick. Okay, make a right here onto India. And hotel is that one coming up. So let me just check quickly whether I actually have my setup correct. My taxi chart is 17 right. Okay, so we make a right hand turn here. Alright, okay, let's go. So we're gonna go nav and yaw damper on VNav as well. Clear left and right.
Pushback approved, face east, Long Chile 182.
And here we go. So we can check out our takeoff configuration.
Takeoff okay.
Good. So before takeoff checklist, takeoff configuration is checked, CAS messages, nothing. Fasten seatbelt sign is on, yaw damper is on, auto throttle not installed on this aircraft. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so we're almost at the holding point. Santiago Tower, Jet Access 5 Tango ready for departure, runway 17 right.
Jet Access 5 Tango, Santiago Tower, wind 360 degrees, 4 knots, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 17 right, Jet Access 5 Tango. Okay. So let's see now. Transponder is already set. TCAS, everything, passengers and light. Okay, with that we are on the map. Clear everywhere, so let's line up. Okay, and with that we are pretty much ready to go. So let's set toga. positive rate. Gear up. And flaps up.
High speed. High speed.
Not really, no. And we can go autopilot. And we are set. So let's go to climb.
Santiago Center 135.6.
Contact Santiago Center 125.6, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, so
Negative Santiago Center on 135.6.
that is what I said. Oh, 135.6.
Contact Santiago Center 135.6, jet access 5 Tango.
Okay, very good. One 135.6. Santiago Center, jet access 5 Tango, climbing, passing 8,000 feet, climbing to flight level 190. 160 actually.
Jet access 5 Tango, Santiago Center. Good day. Identified. Climb flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, jet access 5 Tango. One 190. Okay, why is it targeting a much higher speed now? And it is not climbing, so let's see. Okay, now it is. Okay. So now we can go back to climb power. Okay, so 10,000 feet is coming up, so that is also our transition altitude. So standard barrel on each side. Seatbelt sign is off, and seatbelt sign off, and save some coffee and some snacks to our guests. And we are going to keep this one zoomed in like this, and this one's gonna be zoomed out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Excellent. That went well. Passengers are enjoying themselves, or at least some of them. And the aircraft is trimming itself now for continuous climb, so that is good. I did realize that it does have a bit of trouble following the Jet access 5 Tango, contact Santiago Center 119.7. Okay, so 1197. Santiago Center, hello, jet access 5 Tango, passing flight level 177, climbing to 190. I think they're gonna give us up to 410 now. Climb to flight level 410, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, 410. Okay, 410 is set, and we are cruising nicely. Well, not cruising yet. We are still climbing through. Flight level 200 now, and we are going to level off at 410. So far, so good. Our guests in the back are still enjoying themselves with some coffee and snacks, so that is nice. Okay, so we are coming up on our top of climb now, flight level 410, and I just wanted to show you something, that this aircraft actually does support time acceleration. So we did have a bit of turbulence, so we had a seatbelt sign on. We can remove it now, and we are leveling off at flight level 410, and we can tell our guests.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our cruising altitude. You're welcome to move about the cabin. Enjoy the flight.
So we can just serve some more snacks and coffee maybe, and from here we can actually check out that you can increase your sim speed up to 4 times, and it remains quite stable actually. You don't mind this because
Contact Mendoza radar 122.1.
okay, so our speed is coming up to the target speed, so we can go to the cruise speed now. Acknowledge that handoff.
Contact Mendoza radar 122.1, jet access 5 Tango.
So
Mendoza radar, jet access 5 Tango.
AORUS align,
10.
this happens randomly of course, but the other side still works fine, so we'll just wait. Initially this will come back later, but as you can see, 4 times speed, and it's working just fine. And that is back, and our cruising speed is nice and stable. We are in cruise power, and that is all. So see you at top of descent.
Jet access 5 Tango, cleared Asada 8 Quebec arrival, runway 13.
Jet access 5 Tango, cleared Asada 8 Quebec arrival, runway 13. Okay, so we were still doing 4x time acceleration, and we just got our arrival, which is different from what we have set up on the flight plan. So I'm just gonna hide this, and I'm gonna go back to procedure, and we are gonna go runway Asada 9 Romeo, Asada 8 Quebec for runway 13. So let's see if we can show that on the chart. So Asada 8 Quebec, let's see, that should be that coming from there, and then it goes to Trini. Here's the airport, so I think Trini will be the, should go to Vanar. Actually we go up to Vanar, and then from there we join the arrival, flight level 150. Okay, so let's have a look at that on the map itself. Asada, and then we go, yeah, we're gonna have to make that turn there. So I think we are gonna have to take it slow. We're gonna have to make it. So I'm gonna go and say load. Okay, then so right now we are heading to Asada.
Jet access 5 Tango, report ready for descent.
Jet access 5 Tango, we are ready for descent.
Jet
ALS
access
Zulu.
5 Tango, descend to flight level 050.
Descend to flight level 050, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, so ALS Zulu, what are the minimums for this one?
2380, contact Aeroparque approach 120.6.
So if we go with ALS Zulu, on the chart it says that the minimum for Cat D aircraft, I'm gonna go with 220 and enter that and say load. Okay, so Not sure what's going on there, so let's see if we can show the flight plan on the map. That is showing everything. I'm not sure why this is not showing correctly, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but I do think we are going to follow that arrival, because as you can see, there's nothing here. There's no discontinuity in the flight plan. Okay, so we are cleared to descend to 5,000 feet. I do think we are a bit far, but let me see on this map. Actually also doesn't have it. Interesting. Let's see if we can fix that. So from Asada we should go this is interesting. So up AER52, that is correct, but not sure why that is the case. Everything here is set up. So before Asada we do have, and after Asada is actually that already, which is also correct. So I'm not sure why that is the case, but once we reach Asada, then we're just going to insert a direct. Okay, so next thing that we're gonna wanna do is to set up the well, actually let me check. Maybe arrival Asada at Quebec, runway 13, transition. Doesn't have a transition. Let's remove it and reinsert it. Asada 8 Quebec, runway 13. Show on the map and load. Still nothing. Ah well. VNAV on the descent is set up apparently. So let's see how that's going to go. Anyway, so it is in Buenos Aires 127.6, 127.6. That's gonna go to COM2, and let's listen to the ATIS there.
Alpha. Jorge Newbury, Aeroparque Airport Information Alpha, 1716 Zulu. Surface wind variable 2 knots.
Contact 5231, contact Aeroparque approach
No significant cloud,
120.6.
temperature 15 degrees.
Contact Aeroparque approach 120.6,
NH1018. Landing and departing runway 13. Transition level 030.
Come on now.
Advice on initial contact. You have information Alpha. Jorge Newbury, Aeroparque Airport Information Alpha, 1716 Zulu.
Come on now.
Surface wind variable 2 knots.
Okay, let's go vertical speed then.
No significant cloud, temperature 15 degrees. Dew point 14 degrees. QNH1018.
Okay, let's pull back the speed.
transition level 030. Advice on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Okay, information Alpha. Okay, so let's set up our descent now. So let's go to performance and landing information. So weather information, we are going to load it. Wind is variable, so variable to knots. We can make it a tailwind, I think. Yeah, I think we can make it a tailwind. 314. We can say 314. 3 or 2 knots. And QNH is 1018, but it says here 1019. So
Argentina 1533.
let's go 1019.
Runway 11.
Cleared San Antonio de Areco. 7 uniform arrival. Runway 11. Argentina.
And 1019 is set. So runway is fine. Landing configuration, we are gonna go flaps full with a Delta V approach 5 knots. Landing configuration is fine, and let's see, we don't have a crosswind, tailwind of 2 knots, and that is pretty much it. So we can say that the approach speed VREF 107, V approach is 112. So we're gonna say accept landing speeds, and with that we are pretty much set up. Okay, so from Asada we should go to AER 52. And then we say no. Okay, now all of a sudden everything is showing up. Very interesting.
1533. Report ready
Must
for
be a bug there.
Ready for descent. Argentina.
And now we actually need to see by when are we going to reach 5,000 feet. We need to reach 5,000 feet by Vanar.
QNH 10.
Right there, it is not on the flight path, which should probably be a bug also.
Jet access 5 Tango. Descend via start to flight level 050.
Jet access 5 Tango, descend via star to flight level 050. Okay, we are already descending via the star, so yeah,
Argentina
it's
140.
right about Vanar, I guess. So
Runway 12.
let's just see how it goes.
Arrival. Runway 1.
Okay, so 10,000 feet is coming up, or flight level 10 is coming up now, and we have to now decelerate to 250 knots. So we pull back on the thrust and switch on our landing light, and seat belt sign can come on as well. Okay, so speed is coming down, and let's do our checklist. So we're gonna go checklist. After takeoff, this one we already did everything. So descent, windshield switches, everything is fine there. Pressurization, landing field elevation is still okay, 14 knots, that's for that. The landing speeds, we already have them set, calculated and set. And fasten seatbelt sign below 10,000. Jet access 5 Tango, contact Aeroparque approach 120.6. Bye bye. So below the transition level, QNH 1019. And contact Aeroparque approach. Okay, fasten seatbelt sign is on, and that is set. Aeroparque approach, hello, jet access 5 Tango, passing 8,000 feet, descending to 5,000. So 250 knots.
5 Tango Aeroparque approach. Information Bravo current. QNH 1019. Expect the ILS Zulu approach. runway 13.
Information Bravo is current QNH 1019. Expect ILS Zulu, runway 13. Jet access 5 Tango. Okay. ILS.
Access 5 Tango, cleared, direct Vanar. Cross Vanar at or above. Flight level 050, cleared, ILS, Zulu approach, runway 13.
Jet access 5 Tango, cleared direct Vanar, cross Vanar at or above, flight level 050, cleared ILS Zulu, runway 13. Okay, so we can tell our passengers that we'll be landing very shortly. We are not on final yet, but I think it's time to pull back the speed as well, because 5,000 feet is coming up. And 5,000 feet. There we go. Okay, speed is coming down, and we should be getting ready to intercept the ILS. So let's say we go something like 210. Is it too early to arm the approach? Probably. Let's see, ILS Zulu. Slow down a little bit. Let me see, ILS Zulu. 3,000 by Mooper. Okay. That is alright. We are still above the cloud ceilings. Let's see how it goes. We are maintaining 200, just so that we can easily make this turn here. Radios. Aeroparque 109.5 is okay, it's properly tuned, so.
Contact Aeroparque Tower 118.85. Good day.
Over to Tower 118.85, Bondi 5245. Bye-bye.
Okay, so come on now. Let's see, Mooper. Okay, the approach is set up correctly, so I'm not sure what is going on there. But we do have a top of descent again there that we are just going to set 3,000 feet for the ILS. Okay, now we have the ILS that we can tune. So 3,000 feet. Glide slope is already coming, so we want to slow things down now. Let's target something like maybe 180 or something. Lock and glide slope are there. Okay, should we do the checklist again? Approach checklist, external lights are already set, passengers are advised, crossfeed knob is off, altimeters are set, windshield switches on. Crossfeed knob. Oh, this is X-Blade. Okay. Okay. That is nice and set.
Minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed. Jet access 5 Tango. So minimum approach speed is unlikely going to happen unless we use the speed brake. Don't like to use the speed brakes, uncomfortable for the passengers, but let's see. And there's the speed dying off quickly. And there we have it. I think that should be good enough.
Jet access 5 Tango, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, lock star and glide slope. Good. So we are on final approach now. But still above the cloud ceiling. I think we're gonna go with flaps 1 to just prevent the speed from going up there, because as you can see we are already in idle power. But we are moving nicely on the glide slope. Are they gonna hand us over to tower? If not, we are going to hand ourselves over to tower. Nope, nothing. So 118.85. Aeroparque tower, hello, jet access 5 Tango on ILS Zulu runway 13. Gear down.
Jet access 5 Tango, Aeroparque Tower, continue.
Continue, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, gear is down and visibility is absolutely poor.
Jet access 5 Tango, wind variable 1 knots, runway 13 clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 13, jet access 5 Tango. Okay. Flaps 2, we can go to flaps 3 actually. And flaps full. So approach speed is 112. Still can't see the runway. I wonder if we are gonna be able to do this landing, because the weather is looking very poor. We're already at 500 feet.
500.
Oh boy. And obviously our instruments fail.
400.
Can we see anything?
300.
Can't see anything. We don't see anything by the minimums. We have to go around.
200.
Okay, there's the runway coming.
Minimums.
Autopilot off.
Minimums. Autopilot.
Your damper off as well.
100.
Probably shouldn't be continuing the approach with the instruments failing.
78, holding short, runway 13.
Argentina 1678, hold short of runway 13, arriving traffic.
Okay,
Hold short of runway 13.
there we have it.
Argentina 1678.
Okay, we can probably exit here.
Jet access 5 Tango, exit left at Alpha.
Please say again for jet access 5 Tango.
Jet access 5 Tango, exit left at Alpha.
Exit left at Alpha, jet access 5 Tango. Okay, so Alpha is this one here in front of us. Or should be. Now this is Charlie. Probably passed it already. Anyway, it's fine.
Holding short, runway 13.
15152, number 2 for departure. Hold short of runway 13.
Hold short of runway 13, Bondi 5152.
Jet access 5 Tango, contact ground 121.9. Good day.
Jet access 5 Tango, contact ground 121.9. Thank you, bye bye. Okay, so what is most likely to happen is we'll probably make a turn to the left. I'm not familiar with this airport, to be quite honest, so let's see where do we want to park today. Let's go to ramp 1. So GSX, select from map. Can probably do these ramps. Aeroparque ground, hello, jet access 5 Tango, request taxi to ramp or gate stand number 1. Let's see if it will get it right.
Argentina, 1728. Taxi for departure.
Okay. Flaps up and
Tango, gate 1, Sierra Tango, Alpha November Delta. Doesn't exist at Jorge Newberry Aeroparque Airport. Would you like to select another?
let's see if we can select it from the list here. But I think we are gonna stop now. Jet access 5 Tango, request taxi to ramp number 1. Yeah, let's just go.
Jet access 5 Tango. Ramp 1 does not exist at this airport. Please select another.
It does, man, at the commercial apron, so that's fine. We'll just taxi. Okay, so our passengers are on there. Let's see now. Just to make this one happy, let's just say any gate.
Jet access 5 Tango.
Jet access 5 Tango. Taxi to stand 3 Bravo via Delta Alpha Mike.
Taxi to stand 3 Bravo via Delta Alpha Mike. Jet access 5 Tango.
Okay, so here we are.
Argentina 1728.
Change facility back from
Taxi to holding point Alpha.
up
Runway
there.
13 via Mike Alpha. Argentina 1728.
Wow, so full at the airport today. Marshalize dispatch to site. Let's switch this to a
Argentina 1460.
taxi light.
Request pushback and engine start.
Argentina 1460. Aeroparque.
And we'll probably do a checklist now, but I don't know whether we do have. So your damper was off, landing gear lever was down, flaps were set for landing, and that we had done already.
Argentina 1460.
So after landing, flaps are set to 0, lights are in taxi mode, transponder is
Face northwest.
still on.
Argentina 1460.
and TCAS is fine, and that should be okay. I think we are gonna make a right hand turn here. Should make a right hand turn here, and let's see. Then we go a little bit to the left, and there we should see our parking. Number one, let's see if that parking is having an aircraft. I hope not. Okay, looks like there is an aircraft there. So let's see. If I just say, show me the spot. It's on my right. We pass it already? Let's see.
Taxi to holding point Alpha, runway 13, via Mike, Alpha, Argentina 1460.
Okay, it's still in front. But I'm wondering now whether we shouldn't just take one of these parkings here. Say if we go with number 2, this one in front of us. So ramp number, nothing here. Okay, so what is it given now? Is it parking? It's not parking. Is it a gate? It's only one Bravo. Gate number 1. So now I really have no idea. Okay, so that's that. So we can go there. And we can switch off the taxi lights now. And we can park here.
Argentina 1460, contact Aeroparque Tower 118.85.
Contact Tower 118.85, Argentina 1460.
I think it's gonna park us way too much in front, but let's see. Okay, so parking brake is set, and with that, thrust levers are idle. Parking brake is set. Windshield switches are off. Have always been off, and ADS probe knob is still in auto. Anti-ice is off. Start-stop knobs are in ignition. Starts off. Start-stop knobs can go into stop. And with that, we can go to ground operation, ask for the GPU, connect, and switch to external power. Roll out the red carpet and start unloading in real time. MFT status page. GPU connected. Fasten seatbelt sign off. Okay, And cabin comfort, not sure why we scored apparently a 58 there. Average satisfaction is 52. The landing was smooth, 1.1 G, but apparently they have several issues that they needed to be handled. But at least that has probably nothing to do with us, so whatever. But as you can see, the aircraft does have sort of like a flight report here. So let's see, what was the complaints about? High hydration means high lavatory. Guess we gave them too much coffee there. This one doesn't say. Doesn't say. Too shy to ask for what? Lavatory. Why? No idea. Yeah, no, we have no idea. Nothing said there, but apparently they're unhappy. Nothing said there, apparently unhappy. This one in the toilet. Yeah. Okay. So we can tell them to deboard and open the door and the cargo door as well. And with that, we have arrived in Buenos Aires George Newbery Airport. So the transport is coming now from the terminal to come and get our VIP guests. So I guess all we have to do now is just wait. Let me know how you enjoyed this aircraft. I will probably be flying it a lot more often because for me this aircraft actually opens up quite a lot of routes, especially those small airports where you couldn't really fly even in A319. So you'll be seeing this aircraft a lot more on the channel. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next flight.